Hey everybody, it's episode 7 of the Twilight Zone. This is called The Lonely. Not sure what to expect. Last time, pretty standard episode. We had special guest starring the devil and a guy who wanted to live forever. And it was just one of those, spoilers by the way, skip ahead. One of those classic be careful what you wish for situations. Kind of monkey's paw sort of thing, where you think you want something, but then there's some weird situation whereby actually, you know what? Within a few days of him getting what he wanted, he realised he didn't want it. He was bored. It seemed like the only excitement he was getting was from his, oh no, I'm dying. So, just a failure of imagination on his part. Anyway, let's get into episode 7. We'll see if anybody has a failure of imagination here, or not.
James A. Corey is a convicted criminal placed in solitary confinement. Confinement in this case stretches as far as the eye can see, because this particular dungeon is on an asteroid 9 million miles from the Earth.
Okay. That's effective.
Now witness.
Is he well stocked?
And all the days and the months and the years the same. There'll be a supply ship coming in soon, I think.
Supply ships.
I hope it's Allenby's ship because he's a decent man. He brings things for me. Like he brought in the parts of that antique automobile. Whole year putting an old car together.
Could you
Reality is what I need.
bring him some puzzle
left?
books?
Can I believe in myself anymore?
He's incredibly well. Ooh, I like this. Wasn't expecting special effects. He's very well spoken, very well. He's like a philosopher. He doesn't seem like a criminal. He gets to be. Ooh, he's excited just to see somebody.
Allenby!
How are you, Corey?
All right. You?
What a place you've got
Physical
here, Corey.
contact.
Sometimes my kids don't even recognize me when I
Oh
come
dear.
home. But you've got it made here, haven't you, Corey?
What? What are you talking about? Do you want
6,000 miles from
wanna
north
swap
to
with
south,
me?
4,000 from east to west, and all of it just like this.
Maybe he was being sarcastic.
Days. Hey, look, I got some beer saved. We could play some cards. You know.
Stay for 2-week vacation.
Good, Corey, but like I said, we've only got 15 minutes.
I wish we
What's a
could.
few? Hey, look, we could play some chess. I built a chess set and everything.
He's so desperate for human connection.
4 years now, so that makes 46 more to go, so make yourself comfortable.
He murdered somebody?
I told you last time there's been a lot of pressure back home about this kind of punishment. A lot of people who think it's unnecessarily cruel. Can I
Expensive?
change that?
I can't stand this loneliness one more day. Not one more day. I can't do that for another 46 years, Allenby. I'll go right out of my mind.
You're breaking my heart.
Adams, you and Carstairs go get the supplies.
He's the only good one.
Now.
These two? Jerks.
Corey, I brought you something else, too. It'll mean my job if they ever suspect.
What are you talking about?
I don't want any gifts. Makes me feel like an animal in a cage with an old lady out there who wants to throw peanuts at me. I'm not a murderer. I killed in self-defense.
Jeez.
I know. This isn't an easy assignment to handle. Stopping here 4 times a year and having to look at a man's agony.
Yeah.
All I can do is try to bring you things to help keep your sanity.
How about a robot companion that looks like a
You
female?
want to open up this big crate?
How about that?
Yet,
What's in the big
stay out
crate?
there. I'll be right out. Look, when you open up that crate, there's nothing you need to do. You'll need no activator of any kind. Well, there'll be a booklet inside that'll answer any of your questions.
Ooh, it's something. It's something.
Now, they don't know what it is that I've brought, so I'd appreciate your waiting until we get out of sight.
Because they'll come back
Have a
and
good trip back.
wreck it, because they're jerks.
I'll see you in 3 months.
Wonder how far in the future this is? Like, significantly? If we've got atmosphere on asteroids?
Allenby, I don't much care what's in it. But for the thought,
Thanks, Allenby.
thank you.
Let's get out of here. These guys just smoking. You know, he sees people once every 4 months and they're just, or once every 3 months and they give him guff, taunt him about his pardon. Get out of here. What's it? What is it? He's got the instruction.
You are now the proud possessor of a robot built in the form of a woman. Intent and purpose, this creature is a woman.
I did it! I successfully predicted something.
Logically, and the ability to reason, to think, and to speak.
Ooh, she's gonna hate it here. She's
Her
also
name is Alicia.
20 years younger than you.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Ooh, careful, she'll walk for 10,000 miles.
I don't need a machine. Go on, get out of here.
My name's Alicia.
Well, good thing she didn't listen to him. Or he'd have nobody to talk to. No, they've settled in.
Water.
He should hide her every 3 months.
Put her over there.
Because those dudes, don't trust those dudes.
Can you feel heat?
Yes.
Loneliness?
Cold?
Yes.
How about pain?
Uh,
Can you feel pain?
That too.
good programming.
Why didn't they build you to look like a machine? Bolts and wires and electrodes and things like that.
Dunno.
Why'd they turn you into a lie? Give you a face.
Imagine if she was an actual woman, she was just pretending to be a robot. She was sentenced to this asteroid too.
It's a lie.
Do you want to take a road trip? I built a car.
Corey.
It's me.
You mocked me, you know that?
You hurt me, Corey.
Ooh.
How can I hurt you?
Robots
There aren't
have
any nerves under there. There
feelings
aren't any muscles
too.
or tendons. You're just like this heap. And I'm sick of being mocked by the memory of women.
Ooh.
A reminder to me that I'm so lonely I'm about to lose my mind.
It's an interesting philosophical idea. You made her cry. Dude. Maybe she's realer than you think. You know? Plus, you know, it's better than... Remember the guy in the first episode, he liked his mannequins? This is much better.
Feel loneliness too.
Oh,
See?
Alicia, I'm sorry.
Ah. Now, keep her hidden every 3 months. Until those dudes get out of here. You can live happily for a while until you get your pardon. Then you can take her back to Earth. Oh, what do you have someone to play? Like checkers with. No, that's chess.
Is it man and woman? Or man and machine?
Both.
But there are times when I do know that Alicia is simply an extension of me.
She's like a mirror, a reflection of his soul. Aw, she's a nice smile.
I'm not lonely anymore. I love Alicia. Nothing else matters.
Aw. Good job, Allenby.
And that's the star Betelgeuse.
Beetlejuice?
Constellation. And there's the Great Bear.
What's that, Star?
Ooh. It's a rocket.
Ah, that's a ship.
It's coming to
Ship?
take us away.
It can't be a ship. There isn't one due here for 3 months.
Must be Allenby's ship. That means we'll see him in the morning.
We'd better get back to the house then.
Get her all ready for guests. What's the kicker? What's going wrong? Ooh. Why are they running? Did you get your pardon?
Corey, we got good news for you.
You got his pardon.
All the sentences have been reviewed. You've been given a pardon.
But we got to take off from here in exactly
You better take her with her, you.
20 minutes. That's the point of
He'll
departure,
choose to
and I don't
stay
think
if
that
it's
we-
a choice between
we'll ever
her
make it back.
and Earth.
7 other men off asteroids. We only have room for about 15 pounds of stuff, so you better pick up what you need in a hurry and leave the rest of it behind.
That's the kicker. That's the
15 pounds.
that's the dilemma.
I don't have 15 pounds of stuff. All I have is a shirt, a ledger book, a
It'll
pencil.
click with him.
There won't be any next poor devil.
Nobody's coming back here ever. So she'll be alone forever on this
Good, I'm
asteroid.
glad of that. Alicia and I are climbing to that ship of yours, and we'll...
Ooh. Allenby's like,
what
what are you talking about?
Hello, Corey?
What are you talking about?
Who's Alicia? A robot.
Just take her brain. You won't think of that.
Corey, she's a robot.
She's a woman.
I like the way they pronounce robot.
Allenby, she kept me alive. Why, if it wasn't for her, I'd have been finished. I'd have given up.
We
Yeah.
can't let this be a problem now.
There's no more problems.
We'll just kill this guy and
There's no more problems.
we'll
on
take her
or
with
Earth.
us.
15
Oh.
pounds.
Alicia, she weighs more than 15 pounds.
And
She
that's
sure
exactly
does.
the point now. Now you're going to have to leave that robot behind.
She's not a robot. She's a woman. Talk to them, Alicia. Show them.
I don't have any choice, Corey.
Uh-oh.
I have no choice at all.
What's he gonna do with the gun?
Corey.
Well,
Corey.
Allenby,
Corey.
Corey.
I understand he had to do that to snap him out of it. He can repair her.
Come on, Corey. Time to go home.
He built that car.
It's all behind you now, Corey. It's like a bad dream.
We can build you a new robot. Back on
When
Earth.
you wake up, you'll be back on Earth. All you're leaving behind is loneliness.
I must remember that. I must remember to keep that in mind.
All of Mr. Corey's machines, including the one made in his image, kept alive by love, but now obsolete in the Twilight Zone.
At least they, killed her. As weird as that sounds. I would have hated if they ended the episode and she was just, saying Corey she was just like screaming at him as the rocket took off and then just left there forever to rust and decompose. And that was an interesting look into the psyche of a person who's been abandoned and isolated and, left for dead on an asteroid. The only company he gets is every 3 months when these dudes bring him supplies, and he's so desperate. He's so happy when they arrive. He just, he wants them to stay longer, just a few minutes. Play something with me. Play some chess. Play some cards. Even if two of them are complete assholes. And then things turned completely when he got the robot. And he initially rejected it as, like, he was rejecting the idea of a gift. Because it made him feel degraded, like an animal that was getting treats, He didn't feel like he was being respected or treated as an equal, he kind of, you know what I mean. But he came around and he initially rejected her. He was like, you're just a sad reflection and a mockery of, a real woman. But she won him round. Because they programmed her to feel emotion and hunger and pain and to cry. And then they slowly bond. And he grows to love her. And then the real choice at the end. You gotta come with us, but we can't bring her with you. And he's like, no, what are you talking about? We gotta jettison whatever else. And then the LMB is just like, I've no time to try and convince you of the metaphysical and philosophical questions about what it means to be alive. I'm just going to shoot her in the face so that you can visually see she's just a robot, and that might snap you out of it for long enough for us to get you on that rocket. So very, very interesting. One of the most interesting episodes so far in terms of the setting and the idea. It's completely alien in a way and set in the far future. It's such a cruel idea. And impossibly expensive to actually implement. This person has murdered somebody. Well, let's spend billions of dollars to launch them into outer space onto this asteroid instead of, imprisoning them or killing them or any other cheaper option. Not only that initial trip, but the resupply trips. I guess they were going around to, it was just one trip resupplying lots of different asteroids with lots of different criminals on them. Yeah. I'm surprised he managed to maintain his sanity as well as he did. He did have that car that he was building, though. That kept his mind going. Although, actually shipping up the parts to the asteroid to build the car, that's a lot of weight. So, that was The Lonely. Next episode is called time enough at last. So it's going to be some sort of time-related episode, I imagine. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This is the last one I'm going to watch today. I'm just going to let it sink in and let it process in my brain. And thanks for joining me for The Lonely. I'll see you next time. And until then, don't anthropomorphize inanimate objects. Yeah, that's all the advice I got. So thanks for tuning in for another episode of The Twilight Zone, and I'll see you next time.